Hi guys, welcome back to RTs Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host, Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to anyone new. I just wanted to say thank you so much to the Allergy and Asthma Network, who I was with over the weekend, doing all these community health events, spreading asthma awareness and doing asthma screenings in New York City, specifically in Harlem. And so had an amazing time, and I have some more footage coming up on those events coming up very soon. Okay, so today's episode, we are continuing off the episode from last week, which was shared decision making and that process on the provider end. So just the perspective of how it works on the provider end. So this episode, we're focusing on how the decision making process, how it works from the patient point of view or on their end, right? Because remember, this is about a partnership and creating a success plan together to get you as the patient where you want to be in your life with a chronic disease, right? So that is the tone for the episode today. All right. So let me start off with a story about, a real life thing that happened to me involving my father in regards to shared decision making process and empowering my dad to make a decision in his own healthcare. All right. So my dad, back in 2018, he had a stroke, and God is good. He was able to recover around 95% back to his old self. But of course, as you guys can imagine, during that time, it was a scary thing for us to deal with as a family. So, but anyway, luckily Dad was able to navigate through, going to his specialist. He was seeing a neurologist, and he was also seeing his primary care provider. So one day during, his follow-up visits in the beginning of this journey, I asked him, all right, Dad, so how did the appointment go with your doctor? And remember the questions you were asking me about the medication. Did you ask him the questions about the meds? And my doctor said, and my dad said, oh yeah, everything was good. Everything was fine. I said, okay, Dad. So did he answer the questions for you? Did you ask him the questions? And he said, well, Linda, he was too busy, and it seemed like he was in a rush, and he was speaking very fast. I could not understand him. And I said, Dad, did he answer the question? Were you able to ask him the questions? And do you feel comfortable speaking to him? And Dad said, no, because he doesn't understand what he's saying. The doctor has a very thick Indian accent, and he was not grasping what was happening at the appointment. So I asked my dad straight up. I said, Dad, do you want to change your doctor? Do you feel like the doctor is helping you be where you want to be? And he said, yes, I think I need to change the doctor. I'm not understanding what's going on because of he just wasn't grasping what was going on because of the accent and the doctor rushing him out of the appointment. So we went on the journey of finding him a new doctor. And now, we went through his insurance company, and we went through his insurance plan. We picked another doctor in the network. My dad told me that he preferred a male doctor. And I asked my dad, well, would it make you feel more comfortable if he also spoke Creole as well? And he said yes. So now my dad has a male doctor that can speak English and Creole. And so that's kind of what this episode is about. It's just empowering you as patients and those that may have issues chronic diseases such as, asthma, COPD, or just dealing with high blood pressure or anything like that, just know that it is your right to change your doctor if you do not feel comfortable speaking to them about your concerns, your needs, and what you need to be where you want to be in your health and your well-being altogether, right? So that's what this is about, and I'm glad I was able to help my dad navigate through that, and just understand that there in some cultures, my dad is Haitian, and so in the Haitian culture, a lot of the times the doctor is seen as a person of authority, so just for a lack of a better word, what they say pretty much is law, because you go to them, you're asking for the doctor for help, and then the doctor tells you pretty much what to do, and in that culture you follow it, and it is what it is. So we have to know that it is your right to be comfortable in this space and speaking to your doctor. And it really does help benefit you, because in these chronic diseases, the doctor does not have, most likely does not have the disease that he or she is helping you with. It's you that have to deal with this condition for most of your life. So it is in your best interest to be engaged and to fully understand, fully participate, and communicate, connect with your team, right? So just some tips to help you to navigate through shared decision making, which just means you and the provider, you and the team, the medical team, working together and using evidence-based resources to help you make informed decisions that will increase your quality of life. So that's what that's about. So just some tips, right? So prepare for your appointments in advance. So when you know a doctor's appointment is coming up, especially for those who know it's really hard to physically get into the appointment. And I'm talking about those, because there are some patients that they don't like virtual appointments. Although if you can't see your doctor in person, I strongly suggest that you take those virtual appointments. So for those that like to see their doctor, their provider in person, my best advice is to prepare for the appointment in advance. So what does that mean? When you go to the appointment, bring the prescription bottles with you and show them the one, because sometimes you may forget the name of the medication. Okay, so bring the prescription bottle with you and show them, and you can say, yeah, this is the one I like. This is the one I don't like. This is the one that has the side effects with this. This is the one that I think works or not. So you can voice your concern and just show them what it is that how you feel about the specific drug and why, and then you can kind of go from there. Also, you can bring with you your self-management monitoring results. So what that means is, okay, for example, if you take your own blood pressure at home, you could take the last blood pressure reading that you had with you to your visit. For those with asthma, if you do peak flow, if you use a peak flow meter, you can bring your peak flow meter results with you to your appointment and let them know what's going on. Same thing for folks that have diabetes. You could show if you self-test at home, you bring your glucose test with you. So just stuff like that. So that really helps. And what else? And writing stuff down. I would tell my dad, because he would talk to me, and then he would know the questions that he wanted to ask when he would speak to me. And then I would encourage him to write those things down, because sometimes I know how his memory gets. I would tell him, okay, write the question down so you can remember to ask the doctor during the visit, because even my memory is not that great. So I have to write stuff down. So I encourage anyone else, if you have a concern, write those things down so you can remember to ask them during the appointment. So those are just some of my tips to engage in shared decision making during your appointments with your provider and your medical team. So just be open and engage when it comes to your own self-management, and don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up about your concerns and where you feel you want to be, because this is about your quality of life. All right, guys. And as a provider myself, we want to see you do well. Okay. We want you to succeed. All right. So yes. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something from me. Before we go, I just wanted to mention on Saturday, August 27th, I will be with the Allergy and Asthma Network, and we are providing free asthma screening surveys, and whoever takes the screening survey will get a $10 gift card at the Elijah-Alavi Foundation Why Not Care back to school drive in Manhattan, the Lower East Side, New York, from 12 to 4. So they're giving away 1,000 free book bags on that day, rain or shine. Yes. Hallelujah. So for those of you who need those school supplies, for those of us who have not started school yet, come through, get the supplies, and know that we're going to have a good time. They have so much prizes, giveaways, and there's so many community partners, including us, the Allergy and Asthma Network, that will be there providing quality resources on asthma and allergies. So looking forward to seeing you there. Those that's going to be in New York, swing by and come see me. Also, don't forget, this book is still available. Asthma Control, Please, 9 Steps to Community Engagement and Asthma Awareness. It's still available for, I believe, a limited time. I offer still on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. So check it out. And the paperback is $6.99. Less than a chicken salad burrito bowl at Chipotle. Okay, so it's available for those that want to do this type of work. All right, and we need more of you out there. So yes. So yeah, and that's it. So much more to come. Know that we are growing together. I have so many guest co-hosts lined up. September's coming. September's a very busy time for those that work in the emergency room. You're gonna be seeing a lot of asthma patients. We all know how that is. And so just make sure you have your asthma resources lined up for the folks that need it. Okay, so yes. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Remember to invest in yourself and to only compete with yesterday's version of you. All right. Bye.